November, the month of sitting at church and singing Springsteen. By November, my French improved enough to talk about God. I asked my host mom about her religion, and she told me that she didn't believe in him, but didn't exactly believe in nothing. C'est pas simple, she said. It's not simple. Je suis d'accord. I agree, I told her. But who could that be, if not God to my left when I walked the roads alone? Who do I feel living in my chest? I told her of my Sunday mornings growing up, and how my little sister has recently gotten into Christianity. I never mentioned how instead of praying, it felt as though I was just crying to the sky. I didn't tell her why I was letting my religion loosen. Instead, I told her how I sat on the church steps to play music. I asked her if she knew any Springsteen. Bruce followed where we walked and surrounded where we sat, and when the time came for curfew to pull us apart, the city was stained with another way we let America leak. It wasn't long until the cops told us to turn off the music, that we discovered that the French don't appreciate us, 4 American teenagers, and our loudspeaker. My parents don't know this, or the fact that after they drove away we kept the music playing, because the children in front of us were dancing, and that felt like enough of a reason to finish the song. We laughed about the irony of it all. The only time they busted us was for playing music. This was the moment that I realized it wasn't so serious. This November, I fell into my first friend group, Esme, Lily, and Chloe. We created a group chat and named it Mes Proches, translating to my closest or my loved ones. Elisa told us that this wasn't typically used for friends, but I reminded her that we were American, so it was okay. When my parents asked, I told them about the night Lily walked me home, but not about why we thought those lights were the stars, or how walking arm in arm with someone you really love became enough of a reason to keep going. The fair rides, after the sun went down, and our booth at McDonald's. She would ask me to make sure her chicken nuggets were vegetarian, and I would bite them every single time. I'll tell them about the first sleepover with Chloe, the 3-hour dinner of teaching her host family American brain rot,
P-I-E-R-R-I-O-D.
D.
Ready?
Her.
Period.
Tu veux vraiment me dire quelque chose à l'intérieur?
The Game of Life, and accidentally telling her host that I loved him while trying to describe something I liked. I told my parents how light my world became when we were together. The ease of it all. I said, I'm part of a group. It's been years since this happened, Mom. Things are looking up. Thanksgiving doesn't exist in France. Regardless, Elisa and I took a trip to the Carrefour market by our house, bought a bag of bread rolls, some turkey slabs, jelly, and a hell of a lot of pasta to recreate a version of Thanksgiving that tasted enough like every year before to remember how badly I missed it. We put the pie in the oven after taking the macaroni out, and soon the kitchen tricked me into thinking I was home. My host mom invited the grandparents, and then the neighbor, because we made enough food to feed all of Rennes. Leftovers lasted a week. After this meal, I lived in my bed for a while. I blamed the homesickness on stomach pains. My host family didn't know what to do with this. So they brought me on a trip to a small town 2 hours outside of Rennes. We stayed in their family house, one of 7 in this town. I met an English woman, Judy. and we talked in her yellow kitchen painted many years ago. Elisa knew her from previous visits, and each time she paid her a visit. She let us in before asking who we were. "It's me, Elisa." "Oh, I remember," Judy said, and it made me so sad to know she didn't. She asked if we would like a drink, and we said no, we didn't plan to stay too long. But there we stood, surrounded by the prettiest yellow, and talked with her for hours after she told us no one did anymore, after she buried her husband under the willow tree down the road. She talked about her loneliness like I've never heard before. It never stole away her hope. She looked forward to the day that she would lie next to him, but I asked if things got lonely here, in the middle of France. She told me, "Yes, sometimes, but isn't this view enough?" I looked out her window, but it was too dark to see it. She asked us again, "Would you like a drink? I'm so sorry I have not offered you one." This time we told her yes, thank you. Then we said our goodbyes as she walked us out. I looked at her kitchen one last time. The yellow was faded, but it was still yellow. Was it really fair to compare my loneliness to hers? During each night of this trip, my host sisters, as well as their extended family, sat on the ledge and watched the sun sink. And each time, I wondered how heavily tomorrow will pass. We finished our conversations over tea and cheese before nightfall, and added logs to the fireplace. I wished my family back home sweet dreams. As the bread rose for the morning, I watched all the mothers give their goodnight hugs, and wondered if I'm enough of a daughter to ask for one.